skadoosh. And now, wait, we might have to do this. We might have to do one more time. Click. That is required. Welcome to Myro. If you're here early, you're gonna get a 360 view. I'm in the Caribbean right now in a little island called Myro at the last bar before the jungle. This is a very remote little island here in the Caribbean. You can see some burning and things going over there because after the storm, there was such a pile up of trash and downed trees. I don't know if you guys can see all that over there, but there's a bunch of downed trees. Apparently this jungle, this little jungly area right here, used to be fully walkable, navigatable. You could walk through it like paths through the forest. But after Hurricane Beryl, which was mainly a wind storm, speaking of wind, how's the wind noise right now? After Hurricane Beryl, they had an incredible amount of overturned trees. There's tamarind trees and some really nasty tree that I've never heard of before that supposedly you can't even use it for shade because it drips a sap that turns your skin into sores and gets all burns and all kinds of weird stuff like that. So welcome to Myro, everybody. We're outside of Salt Whistle Bay right now, and I know there's some folks checking in, but I haven't been able to say anything. Hold on just a second. We'll get over this introduction real quick. We're sitting outside of Salt Whistle Bay right now. This is somewhat where the sailboats like to come and find a little bit of wind shadow from the windward sea. So that side of the island over there is nothing but Atlantic Ocean and goodness knows what until you get to Europe, Spain, Portugal, shit like that. But this little bay right here, it's called Salt Whistle Bay, and it is the wind shadow side. And maybe, just maybe, oh, I don't think I can do it. There's nothing but decorations on this side. But maybe you can see over there, there's like vendors and things like that on the beach. This whole area here is a no fishing zone, specifically because all of the sailboats moor in here. People snorkel in here, do all that kind of good stuff, man. Hello from across the pond. Hello, Jose. Hello, Jen Chases Storms. What's up, everybody? Okay, so that's where we're at right here, live in Myro right now. Where have you been? Straightforward, I'm in the Caribbean right now. And going live here has been quite the challenge, my friends. It's been one of those instances where it's like trying to thread a needle in the eye of a camel or whatever that saying is. It's easier to do a live stream from a kayak in Florida than it is to do one from here at the last bar before the jungle. But we're making it work, baby. We're making it work. Look at you, Beachy. Good to see you, man. Hey, please get your daily heartbeats in. Everybody over here on the Red and White app, thank you for joining me. I'm trying to do this multi-stream thing, so with any luck, it's going to be working. Hey, Richard. Good to see you, mate. I'm doing a live stream from your bar right now. Yeah, if you want, come and introduce yourself when you get a chance. You just got here, though, huh? This is Richard. He owns this bar here at the last bar before the jungle. And if you got to see in the Disky, if you haven't done so, go up into the profile and get into the Disky. The Disky has pictures of what the last bar looked like before it turned into this. And I don't know how long did it take you to rebuild this place?
Taking about 4 months.
Good to see you, man. Richard, come on in, baby.
Hey, man.
You're live on TikTok and YouTube
Okay,
right now.
Yeah.
First season since the storm, huh?
Yeah, first season since the storm, yeah. No, that's the second season.
Second season since the storm.
Yeah. And it wasn't so bad, it was good.
It was good, man.
Yeah.
Richard takes care of this place. His food is immaculate. So good, man. And he's got all this work going on behind us over here. Unbelievable. Look at those guys working hard today, man. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming and saying hi. We'll see you around. Thank you. See you.
My brother.
That's it, man. So beautiful. Yeah, it is. It's an absolute cost of paradise, man. Jose, what do you mean the crew? Captain Erik crew. What do you mean the crew? Oh, none of those people are here with me right now. I see coral. There's definitely coral around here. We're in a little place called Myro, island in the Caribbean, the Grenadines, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is exactly where we're at right now. Hey, man, missed your face, missed you guys. Thanks for being here. So the fishing's really interesting. We went fishing with Anton and the local kids yesterday. Really neat experience. We were catching yellowtail snappers, rockine groupers, all the stuff, man. All the stuff. Are you on an island now? Yes, we are. We are on Myro. This is here. I'll just give you a little 360 what it looks like right here. See here? Over this way. This is the last bar before the jungle where we're getting everything set up for the tents that are going in over here. And then, of course, I don't know what's going to happen with this sailboat. It's just kind of parked there right now. Maybe we make it into a men's room. Yeah, right to the sea, you know? You never know. I don't know, man. Bro, so nice. It is a gorgeous place, man. And the wind is constantly coming out of this direction. The really interesting thing that I learned about when Hurricane Burl, hey, how's the audio, by the way? How's the audio? MC, hey, man, you guys, let's go. What is your nationality, Captain? I'm over here. I'm from the United States, but I'm currently hanging out in Myro. We took the kids fishing. Great, great, great audio. What about you guys? Everybody's got good audio. It's important, man. It's important to meet the requirements for audio. It sounds great. All right, man. Yeah, man. Any schmodellos? No schmodellos here, man. It's all about Carib and Hyroon. That's what you got in this. Yeah, man. Which is actually fantastic. 5 out of 5. What's the temperature? What do you think? What do you think? Like 78 and breezy, something like that? Maybe 80 degrees today? Coral is covering the mic. Hey, no, those are windscreens. Because if you haven't noticed, it's definitely always breezy here. There's a big sailing community that comes and hangs out in this area. Which, if you're a sailor, put this on your bucket list. You are gonna want to come see Richard at Last Bar Before the Jungle. It's too good, man. But you can see all the sailboats out in this area. Water is sapphire blue everywhere. I don't even know if you lose clarity when the rain comes. You get diving, you dive for lobsters right out here, man. The locals go out and get fresh lobsters, fresh fish every day. They bring it back to a guy like Richard. He's back in the kitchen cooking it up. His wife is up at the bar serving drinks. It's just an absolute paradise, Kevin and Erik. Do they need more Wilson? Hell yeah, they need more Wilson. Don't forget to hit that share button. Share it out with your friends. Gooper, I'm happy to see you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for being in here. Jose, I see you, Sheila. Audio is great. Thank you for the report over there, man. Good morning. Hey, Jeremy. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Bill, getting your heartbeats in. That's really important. Really important, man. That we have to algorithm the algorithm because we've been offline essentially since just before Christmas when we had the in-laws in. And then we traveled here and we had some live stream hangups because, as you know, if you've been following me for a long time, there is a shipping container coming down with all kinds of supplies for the bar, for this land, for this whole island. And in that shipping container, I stuck my batteries and streaming equipment. Yeah. So we're a little behind schedule on getting that container. Still sitting in Florida, as a matter of fact. Checking in from Ocala. Where's everybody watching from? Will you put where you're watching from and what is the temperature there? Jeremy, thank you for that thumbs up over there, man. How long are you there for? We're here. We have a visa to be here until July 4th. How long that actually ends up, I don't know, man. This trip has been changing constantly. We're at least here for the next month, if not till April. But Columbus, Ohio, oh my gosh, you guys are cold over there, man. Utah, cold as AF. Holy for all right. No S words in the chat. Nobody wants to hear about your snow. That's the only bannable offense you can do in this chat is to say the S word. 79 Fort Wire. Oh my goodness. Love watching the best show on TikTok. So yeah, the show has definitely switched a little bit because currently I don't have a vessel with mobile Starlink. I've got the Starlink in hand, but I don't have any of the battery power, connections, converters, all those things. So they're still sitting in a container in Florida waiting to be shipped down here. 25 degrees, Amy B. Oh my gosh, Amish country, man. Rock, Texas at 52 degrees. Missouri sitting at 36. Ay, man. Did I shave? No, but I did trim the beard a little bit just to make me look a little more handsome. Your mom said it was getting in the way of her. Hey, hey, you know what? That's one of the only things I got going on right now is hydration. That is 100% sure, man. PCB 43, Port Orange, Florida 70. There we go. Now we're talking. I can't accept the trim. Tiff, what do you mean you can't accept the trim? What do you mean totally Tiff? As one of the few things that did make it. Now, really interesting about this, how are the MCs? The MCs are MCing, man. As a matter of fact, are they getting ferried right now? No, I think they're still up the hill. So there's this little island. It's basically a big hill, right? From what am I trying to say? From beach to beach. It's basically just a great big hill. And you can kind of see it over there, how it goes up the incline all the way over to the other side. They're clearing the land right now, which is why you see all this smoke back here. Oh, I've learned so much about this. I got to go fishing with the local kids yesterday, man. I was teaching them stuff. They were teaching me stuff. It was really cool, man. Did you cut your hair? I don't know. It's back there up in a bun. But it's so windy here that I don't like to have my hair down because it just like gets tangled real fast. I got long hair problems, baby. Long hair problems. Kenny, I've been fishing. Unfortunately, I'm not fishing live right now, just due to the ability to get in a boat and actually stream it live. We've got a sailboat that's having some electrical issues over here. My equipment hasn't made it from the States right now. If you're just joining me, my name's Captain Eric. We are live. Oh, yeah, shit, I got my mics right here. We are live streaming all the way from the Caribbean at a little island called Myro. Myro got hit by Hurricane Beryl back in 2024, July 2024, and you can tell they're a resilient community. They're putting everything back together. Stuff's looking good. They're a little closer knit. Church everywhere. It's really neat. If you go walking around today, you'll hear nothing but praise and worship music all over the island. It's actually really neat. I love it, man. Definitely get some dreads while I'm here. I don't know, man. Meet the requirements, Mike. That's it, man. When are we going coral hunting? We can go coral hunting, right? Look at this. Look at it right behind me, man. You want to see coral. The water is so crystal clear here. You can see the coral wherever you want, man. It's absolutely gorgeous everywhere. Some sides, the other side's a little bit more sandy, but maybe this is a better view if I put it over here on this side. You see on this side, it's just some wonderful sapphire blue waters all over. And so you can see those little sandy patches in between the coral. Flying fish. We had flying fish. If you haven't seen my latest videos, make sure you go into the profile, see my latest videos. I basically have done a 3-part series to get me to this live stream here, man. What is that big thing? Well, that's my measuring stick, ABP. Ask your mom about it. She's very familiar with it. Yeah, that's my Meet the Requirements hat. That's right, man. You can get it in my shop. In the shop. Fort Lauderdale Beach, 80 degrees, getting hotter. Spring came early. Let's go, South Florida. That's it, man. That looked like a leatherback turtle shell. Could be, man. Could definitely be. There's turtle shells all over the place. As a matter of fact, just on the other side of this little hill over here, I don't know if I can do that. I've got this big pole in the way. Maybe you guys can see it over on YouTube. But if you look just on the other side of this island here, there's a whole bay over there that's totally protected just for the turtles. And I'm talking big green turtles, man. What are you there for? Great question, Seed Plato. I ask myself every day that I wake up right now. I am here to up the show. You show up and I up the show, man. This is season 5 of Captain Eric Live. Season 1, we did the Skyway Bridge, if you remember that. Season 2, we took our boat all the way from Tampa Bay, Florida to Key West, Florida. Season 3, we did Florida Bay down from the Florida Keys out into the Atlantic Ocean. Season 4, we got wrecked by a hurricane, just like this place, which is why I have a soft spot for this place. And I have some friends that are attempting to rebuild here, and they told me their story. They gave me an invite and said, Captain Eric, you gotta come down. You have to meet these people. You have to go fishing with the kids here. You gotta try it. So, as our house up in our previous house, Gulf Coast, thank you for that, Carl, man, as our house back up in the North Tampa area got molded out, and that's a whole other canon event in my life. But we didn't have a place to live, so we rented a spot close to where we were from in St. Petersburg, booked a ticket to come down here, met all the requirements to get the streaming equipment here, but it is still not quite here. See, Plato remembers now. Hey, Keller Stellar Carey, thank you, mate. Let's go. Where are we coral hunting right now, baby? You look very handsome. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Love it. Wilson, Captain Eric, helping get me. Yeah, if you haven't seen my last video that I posted on the profile, yesterday I got to go fishing with the locals, with the local kids. Basically, everywhere you see here, everybody, don't forget to share out the live. Please hit that like button, that thumbs up button. Give me some diamonds going. Get your heart me and all that good stuff. We have to algorithm the algorithms because I haven't been live. What is it, in like 11 days, 12 days, something like that? I'm way behind. But we're here with the locals right now, rebuilding the community, going fishing with everybody that lives here. And yesterday, if you didn't see my last video, we had an incredible time fishing with the local kids. Everybody speaks what they call like Eastern Caribbean English, which is a mix of like English and Creole. And if you slow down and really listen, you can actually understand what they're talking about. Reminder to vote today, link in the Disky. Do we have the link in the Disky? Let's go. Hey, if you're not joined in the Captain Eric Discord, please go to the link in my profile, join the Disky. Let's go, man. Fort Lauderdale Breach, thank you for being here. Number 3, thank you, South Florida Chica. We sure do. Hell yeah, let's go. So go up into that link in the Disky, vote for Captain Erik. I'm in 3 categories. You have better signal than you did in Cabo. Yeah, no doubt. Well, we have good signal here, is we're at the last bar in the jungle. This is pretty much the only spot that I get signal on the whole island until my batteries and my mobile cart gets here so I can set up my mobile Starlink. That's 100% true, man. Skater, you just got level 26. Thank you, Jackie. Everybody getting your heart me's. Thank you. Make sure you get those heart me's in. We got to algorithm. You clean up well. Thanks, Sheila. Let's go, man. Promote the hat. That's my Meet the Requirements hat, baby. And you can get it in all kinds of different colors. I've been wearing a red one for the last 3 or 4 years, but for Christmas, my wife and my daughter got me 4 or 5 different colors, but I only brought the blue one. I think I only brought the blue one. I thought I brought the green one, or the red one and the, I don't know. I thought I brought more, but I only brought one. It's this one, man. Can we start a TikTok for the bar? It's right here, man. The thing about starting a TikTok is you got to have somebody that actually does the TikTok. You know what I mean? Wow, Linda, thank you for the celebration. Very nice. Hey, Karen, good to see you, mate. Good to see everybody, man. Over here, we're also live on the Red and White app as well. That's why I got two audio signals. I hope it's good audio on both signals. We got good audio on both signals. Hello, good to see you. Wow, what's your profile picture? What is that? Explain that to me. I gotta know what that is. Explain your profile pictures. I gotta know, man. Good to see you, Nikki. Yeah, please, if you will, share it out with folks. I know I've been MIA, but it's really not that I've been MIA. It's just that I have had incredible challenges getting to a spot where we've got decent signal, man. Kurt Mayfist, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. There's a yes, Michelle, that's correct. Anna, thank you for being here, man. Hey, Southern Front. Oh, G. Michelle going for that title gift in the gallery. Thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about, man. I've missed you guys. You have no idea. I've been talking about how do I meet the requirements to do this. Finally, last night, Bridget, who's over here dealing with her own battery issues. You see that if you saw my first video, we were on that catamaran right over there, the one that says sea salt on the side of it. That's how we got from St. Vincent to a 50-mile sail to get to here to Myro. That's how we actually got here. And this is called Salt Whistle Bay. There's no fishing allowed in Salt Whistle Bay. If you go all the way over to those rocks way over there, can you see that? Am I just pointing off into nowhere? If you go all the way over to those rocks right over there, I think I'm pointing off into nowhere. There we go, those rocks right there. If you go over to those rocks right there, you can actually fish, but not, you have to walk this whole island, or you gotta get a boat and go out. We don't have access to a boat. The best boat we've got access to right now is a dinghy. I know Richard, the guy who you met earlier, whose bar we're at right now, he's got a boat, but I don't know what's going on with it. I think it's that green one right over there. But again, it's just, you know, we're trying to figure it out. That, and it's been really, really windy. 2 days. David Wentworth, thank you for meeting the requirements. Hello, DC Football Cards. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Okay, so that's where we're at right here. Yeah, my hair looks nice. Thanks, man. I'm over here making it work. We're over here live in Myro. You got a haircut. I got them all cut. I got them trimmed up, and I actually still have all my long hair. It's just up in my cap. I'm keeping it in my cap because there's so much wind here. The windward side of the island is just on the other side of this little trail here. There's so much wind here that my hair blows around like crazy. It's true, man. Zena, thank you guys so much for getting your hearts cheering, Crab. Thank you. I thought you got your ears lowered. Hell yeah. Do I look younger, or do I look like the same old asshole? It's true, man. Tell your mom. She liked it like this. That's how I met your mother. That's when I met your mother, man. Hey, Jeff in the box from Canada, Tampa Bay, Dan, bro. Thanks for being here, mate. Hell yeah, let's go over on that red and white. Yes, younger. Oh, I look younger? What are you saying? I looked old and washed up before? Is that what you're telling me? Don't play. Hey, man, both. Hell yeah, let's go. Jeff the box, good to see you, man. Kathy McElhaney, good to see you. There I am. Here I am. There you are. Wherever you go, there you are, baby. You look younger. Scott, thanks, pal. Thanks. Honestly, didn't recognize until I heard the voice. Definitely looks younger. No way, Becky. No, you didn't recognize me? I'll tell you what, there is a hill. It's probably a 300-foot hill. Whoa, G. Michelle, thank you. Let's go. You look great. Oh, Miranda, thanks, pal. Don't make me blush. I'm on stream right now. Don't make me blush right now. I feel like you guys are what do you call that? Glazing? You guys are glazing me up right now. I don't need to be glazed up. No thanks, man. That was a cool cat. That was a cool cat. Scotty, thanks for getting your heartbeat in, bro. You're gonna love it here. You do love it here. What was I just talking about? Oh, let me just tell you about when we went fishing with the local kids the other day. So I brought I went to St. Vincent and I bought some fishing gear. Which, by the way, fishing in St. Vincent's or going to a fishing store is nothing like it is going in Florida. Squirrel about the hill. Oh, I was talking about the hill. Let me tell you about the hill. Okay, so this hill right here. You see it just goes up and up and up. It's the whole island's about a half a mile square, so it's really not that big. You can walk from one beach to the other side in about 30 minutes, maybe even less if you're really hoofing it. But it goes from sea level to about 300 feet in less than I don't know half a mile. So it's just like up, up, up. When the cars drive up the hill, they can't slow down. So they're just honking their horns the whole time like, we're coming. Because if they slow down, they stall out. That their little engines can't get up over the hill. Really neat. Oh, thanks, user. Thanks, Jay Lloyd. Thank you guys so much, man. What was I just talking about? Okay, so I've been hoofing it up and down this hill, right? Which is good because I got fat. I've been getting fat. I'm about 35 pounds too fat right now. But I can already tell just seeing it and how my pants fit already, I can already tell I'm starting to lose a lot of that weight. Not to mention, there's not just like a convenience store or a grocery store that you can just walk down to and get even fatter. Uphill both ways, that's right. So we're staying in a little place that's almost at the crest of the top of the hill called Dennis Hideaway up at the top. Cass Daddy, oh, by the way, Cass Daddy, thank you for, Cass Daddy said the only fishing gear I brought from Florida that isn't in the shipping container. The shipping container is actually quite stocked with fishing gear. But I brought a little, one of the Cass Daddy lures. He's got little spinners, got a little treble hook on it. I don't even know what you call that lure. What do you call that? Like a crankbait or something? I'm not even sure what to call it. Long story longer, we went fishing with the kids yesterday and, I brought all this cool stuff. I brought some beakies. I brought just like standard knocker rigs, all that stuff. And these kids are hand lining with any and every hook they can find. And this one kid was really skeptical when I got it on beaky. He was like, you ain't gonna catch nothing like that. Well, I ended up starting to catch a whole bunch of fish. And now they're all watching me on YouTube. They may even be watching me right now. It's true, man. It's true. Tailspin? Okay, tailspin lure. That's what we call those. Cassetti, the green one caught what they call a crevalle here, which looks like a mix between a yellowtail tuna and a jack crevalle, but they call it a crevalle. I don't know what species it actually is in, but man, were they thrilled. Heck yeah, Cass Daddy. It was good, man. And then one of them took it home. We don't know what happened to it, but whatever. So you go down to this is actually somewhere where I really want to help out this island because these kids need some gear. And not like expensive gear, not like Saltese or anything like that. I'm just talking about basic, even if it's just good hand lines and maybe like a cast net. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but like the package I bought, that one rod and reel with all that stuff, if you saw in my first video, I bought like 8 weights, 3 steel leaders, what else I get? 2 packs of hooks, 1 rod, 2 types of line, 40-pound and main line 17-pound. There was no braid available, so forget about it. Long story longer, man. Fishing with the kids on island. So I proceeded to start twitching up yellowtail snappers and rockine groupers and stuff that was just like hanging out under the pier. And they were all like, oh yeah, that's bait. There's no size limits. There's no regulations for these kids. So they just had a bucket and I just started putting these fish in this bucket. Nobody had a knife. That was the other thing. I don't have a knife because I didn't fly with one, obviously. Well, they were like, how are we gonna get it? They're trying to like chop it with a rock and all this stuff, just making it work, And so I did the signature. If you saw my last video, there's a little homage to that moment. I chopped it up into 3 baits. 1, 2, 3 baits. You hear the kids start screaming. Well, about 45 minutes later, they were doing it too, man. We're already spreading the knowledge across the seas, man. It's good. Christopher Schubert, good to see you, pal. Good to see you, man. Hello, BPC. What's up, man? So I crunched the bait in half. Anton's out here with me, by the way. Anton's fishing with me. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. They're doing it now too. They're like, oh shit, we can just do that, you know. But I told them like, don't bite the guts, because otherwise the fish shits in your mouth. You don't want to bite the guts, man. Good to see you, Christopher Shootout. Are you living here now? I'm living here for now, man. I mean, I was supposed to just visit for a couple of months and do some very specific things about streaming and rebuilding. But I'll show you a little bit of spot that we're going to be rebuilding. For everybody just joining me, let me show you. We're at the last bar before the jungle. That's the jungle over there. This is the last bar before the jungle. You can see the remnants of a sailboat that got washed up on their shores here. Well, this little spot here used to have big, beautiful tamarind trees and all kinds of stuff. And right now you can see they're burning and clearing this area. And this area is where we were to be building some eco tents and stuff like that. Hey man, we were supposed to be building some eco tents and things like that. But unfortunately right now the eco tents are still locked up in a container in Florida, along with all of our tools, along with my battery power for the Starlink, which is why I've been somewhat MIA. Today, thankfully, it's Sunday afternoon. The bar's not too busy, because I can't do this if the bar's busy. It's just too intrusive. You guys know how I am in live streaming. What else was I just talking about? I don't even remember what else was going on. But what I do know is that that's our crew over there. The last bar, or the sailboat right there, Sea Salt sailboat. If you guys remember Bridget and Hendrik, that's their boat. That's the boat that we took all the way from the, what the heck? What's going on over there? Oh, dude, they're doing paddle boards and stuff like that. Yeah, man. Are you moving out of Florida? No, I'm not moving out of Florida. I'm just visiting. Linda, thank you, mate. So beautiful. It is an exceptional place to view and see. I wasn't prepared for how much cacti. Linda, thank you for those hand horns, man. I should have made a few in that color for you. No, man, it's great. You can't even believe how happy they are just to have hands on something like that. And the other thing is, like basically having a fishing pole for those kids down at the pier is like, you're the rich guy, right? And there's one kid with an oversized spinning gear. I don't know where he got it from, but you can tell he's like the kid that everybody wants to. Everybody asks, "Can I use it? Are you using it? Can I use it now? Can I try?" It's really sweet. It's incredibly sweet, and so you just have to be like, no, because if you got a pack of hooks, they are gone. I should have bought 10, 20 packs of hooks just for these kids. Oh, it's a great experience. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I have so much to tell you guys. I'm gonna have to answer your questions rather than just blabber. Whoa, Swazo, thank you for the countdown, bro. Wonder if we can send you a package down there. Gulf Coast Bait and Tackle, there is a way, Gulf Coast Bait and Tackle, but yes, I actually do know of a way to do that. I will, you know what, I'll post it in the Disky. Don't expect it to get here overnight. I know that it has to get actually on a ship and pass through customs to get here. So don't put like multiples of one thing. Otherwise they think it's for sale, man. But I will put it in the Disky, Gulf Coast Bait and Tackle. Hey, TJ Brown, thank you for the New Year's Eve, bro. Thank you. Good evening. Hey, man, that's so cool, TJ Brown. Thank you so much, mate. Hell yeah. What was I talking about? I don't remember, man. So all your supplies are held up at customs. Miranda, they haven't even shipped out of Florida yet. And there's a couple of reasons for that. First reason was, I'm sure you've all heard that there was this incredible military thing that happened in the Caribbean. Scott, thank you, bro. And don't forget to get your daily heartbeats. If you please get that thumbs up, hit that like. You could join the team, join the fans, all that stuff, man. It is amazing here. I'm attempting to keep up with bull chat. So if you just wishing I was fishing, Barry, stop wishing, go fishing. That isn't. There's no wishing. There's only meeting the requirements, bro. What was I talking about? I don't even remember what it was. Oh, yeah. Okay, so like there's this huge military presence in the Caribbean, which rerouted shipping routes and all kinds of weird things. Stuff got delayed at the ports, especially to go to St. Vincent, which is where the main port is to get that container delivered. And long story longer, it's still sitting in Florida. So we're at least minimum 7 days away from that container being delivered. Probably another 7 to 10 days to get through customs. Who knows? We were just talking about it the other day, like, how is that container even going to be delivered to the last bar before the jungle? We don't know. It is all, we're all just kind of flying by the seat trying to figure it out. And that's somewhat just kind of a narrative of the entire island experience right now. Whoa, 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 what's that? Nice. Thank you, Suezo. That was so beautiful. Thank you, bro. Oh my gosh, ate your bacon. Thank you for getting your heartbeat. Oh my, Roger that, red-haired Deb, I see you. Thank you so much, man. What is that, man? I've been offline for too long. I have no idea what those even are. That was gorgeous, though. Thank you. Reset my brain. Reset my brain to what I was even talking about. Shark. Oh, there's definitely sharks here. There's definitely sharks and gigantic barracuda. Some of the biggest barracuda I've ever seen, actually, hanging out just under that little pier on the other side of the island. So it's a good 35 minutes for me to walk down or over from sea to sea. You gotta go up over the hill. Whoa, what's that bird? Oh, this bird's just, all right, everybody's hanging out. Oh my gosh, and guess what else there is here? I'm freaking geeking out about it. It's mating season, so we can't go get them right now, but there are coconut crabs here. Like those big, like coconut tree climbing gigantic crabs, they live here. They live here, they're everywhere here. There's big holes everywhere for them. But it's mating season, so nobody's touching them. I'm so excited about that, man. I love watching you fish, but any chance you can help find some scuba diving while you're there? A film, yes, I probably could, Justin Myers, but I'm not certified, so I don't have any of that gear or anything like that. Snorkeling, like if you see this water all around me, you can snorkel all this stuff. This is fantastic snorkeling water, which is also why you're not allowed to fish in any of this area. No hook and line fishing anywhere around here. A, they don't want blood from like a spear or to bring the sharks into this area. You can see just how people are using this area over here. And B, there are local fishermen who don't want any like competition with going out and doing that kind of stuff. And then I don't know if you guys can see way out over there. You can fish on these rocks here. Like this little point here, that's the closest you can fish in this bay right here. Even if you're on the boats here, it's just uncouth, not allowed. And then I don't know if you can see out there, but it is a very windy day. Again, pretty good winds for the next couple of days. So any small boat activity ain't gonna work. They're doing good at Stellar Carey. Thank you so much for asking about my family. They're kicking ass, having a good day, man. It's beautiful. Oh no, it is a absolute stunning place to exist. I could tell you that. I'm falling in love daily just with the way of life, the slow down kind of lifestyle. Like you wouldn't believe it, man. I wish I could just walk around and stream with you guys. But one of the things that stood out to me most was as you're walking up this hill and down into the village, everywhere there's just like a little shack kind of convenience store / bar. Everybody's got a cold beer for you, and everybody's got, I don't know, like some cooking oil or a can of meat or something like that on there. And so nothing is uniform. Like every shop's a little bit different. Oh, it's really, really fascinating stuff. Really interesting way of life here in It's freaking go. Scuba Steve, thanks for being here, man. Jeffrey Yates, thanks for being over here on the Red and White app. Hey, if you were silent watching, could you just put a 1 in the chat for me? I want to see your names. Hey, Tedrick. Hey, Green Eyed Jed. Hey, ABP. Just 1 in the chat if you're silent watching. I want to see your names. Are there Americans? Oh, there's Americans. There's French. There's English. There's Spaniards. I mean, there are people from all over the world with these boats. It's like a whole community. Kind of like how RV parks work in the United States, but it's a lot like that, but for sailing here. There they are. Let me see your names. There they are. Look at all you. I see you. You silent watchers. Thank you so much for doing that. Hey, and don't forget, please share out the live. Please share it with your share buddy. We're checking in for one of the first times in the last 8 days. G-Boss Shell, Chris, thank you. Ben, there you are. 206. I see you, man. 2006. There they are. Missy Hap, Christopher Schubert. Thank you guys for being here. B Hunt. I don't even know what I was talking about. So make sure you ask me your questions because I've got a lot of info to download. They sail from America, absolutely. That's how our friends Bridget and Hendrick got their boat here. They sailed that little catamaran right there all the way from Florida, from Tampa Bay. Like you think going Tampa Bay to Key West is something. These guys go Tampa Bay to Myro, which is 1,500 nautical miles away from where we were fishing. What's up, Kirk Nordike? Hello, look at all you guys, man. Myro looks good on you. I'm wearing it well. Oh, thanks, mate. I can tell you right now, I actually went out in the sun. You could probably see it if I show you my taco meat. But look at the difference in coloration. I got some sun yesterday fishing on the pier. Oh my goodness, I wasn't ready for that. And I didn't get to bring very much waxhead zinc with me just because of the 3 ounce, 2 ounce rule or whatever it is. Those big sport sticks I had, those are 5 ounces. So I had to cut them in half and stick them in different requirements, baby. How long does that trip take? I have no idea. I can't even. And it's all depending on seas and conditions, right? Like you can't just say, I'll be there Wednesday. No, man, that is not how it works here. Like everything takes an extra minute of time. You talk about getting batteries on Monday, you might actually go on Thursday. Do you have your kayak in the shipping container? No, Ed, we did not ship the kayak, thank God. I was so sad about that, but now I'm just so grateful that my equipment is still intact back in Florida. I'm really happy about that. Have you been working on the town? Oh yeah, okay. So let's see. What's the best way to put it? I don't know about working on the town, but the best way you can support this economy right here is supporting things locally. So buying stuff from people, trying to avoid like going and purchasing somewhere else and then bringing it here, or hiring people. That's a real big one. Like this place that I'm staying at, it's called Dennis Hideaway. He's going through some funeral things with his family, so the local kids, like the teenagers and stuff, will walk around from place to place and be like, hey, you got any work? And so you can hire somebody to, like, whether it's just pick up the trash out of the yard, because there's a real trash problem here. There's no doubt about it. There's no functioning sanitation system or anything like that. It's really interesting, and that could be one of the best opportunities here. Have you eaten anything new? Conch. Actually eating a lot of conch. If you don't put the N in there, it sounds like you're eating a lot of cock. Conch. Eating conch. Caribbean lobster, that's been pretty neat. What did we have the other day at the other side? That was something different too, man. Gertz, where are you at? Just joined Scott. We were in the Caribbean in a little place called Myro Village, man. That's exactly where I'm at right now. Hey, man, there we go, Missy Hat. Make sure y'all turn on all messages. Sharon, that's good. Yeah, thank you for that guidance over there on the Red and White app. You know, making me giggle, always making you giggle. That's how I work, man. Funny is always legal. How can I help? I don't have a real job. That keeps me bound mainland. James, right now, sharing so basically, like I was talking to the bartender last night, she's saying that this is the first real season that people are starting to come back. Otherwise, like, what would you call it? Not attendance. What's a better word for that? What's a better word for that? Participation? I don't know. There's a better word for that. But basically, since the storm has happened, it's been very slow for tourism here. But it's just starting to come back. So the more people we can tell that this island is open for business. The girls are making jewelry. They're making silks and stuff like that. Every bar has got cold beers in it. The town is still rebuilding their roofs, all those kind of things. But that's exactly how you do it, man. Annette, you got to level up, baby. Tourism. That's what I'm trying to say. Miranda, thank you. It's Mama Bear Sharon. Hey, man, thanks for being here. I love it. Always happy to see you and my mates. Yeah, man. Thanks, guys. Thank you for your patience. It's been quite a trial to figure out. I was hoping so much that I'd be able to Wi-Fi from where we're staying at the Hideaway, but unfortunately, his bandwidth just isn't there. It just isn't there. It's impossible to do, as a matter of fact. Having fun we are, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So that's the best way to help this place, is just to participate in a live stream, follow along. I'm making short videos. Make sure you like them, share them out, all that stuff, because the more eyes we can get, particularly for these guys have very well connected areas of people in these boats that want to bring folks here. And with any luck, I'm going to be able to interview some of those folks, and just we're open for business in Myro. That's exactly what's happening. Is there going to be any fishing in season 5? Gene, there's been fishing already, man. We caught yellowtail snappers, rock-eye groupers, grunts, barracudas. What else did we catch here? There's some other weird. Oh, kitty fish. I've never caught a kitty fish before. Have you guys ever seen that? Kitties? They call them kitties. I don't know what their official name is, but they call them kitties. We've been fishing. Unfortunately, Live streaming fishing is very difficult for me right now. As soon as that container shows up, we're definitely going to have a we're definitely going to have the ability to live stream from the boat, from the pier, all that stuff. I've got a little mobile toolbox that I can wheel around like a wagon. It's got all my components for the Starlink, all those things. As soon as that happens, then I have mobile internet again. But we don't have it. We don't have it yet, man. We don't have it yet. Basically, you're on vacation. I don't know if this is a vacation. I don't know if this is a vacation or not. This is no, this is not a vacation. A vacation would me just being dicking off. I don't have time to dick off, baby. Who governs that island? St. Vincent and Grenadines. Piss Pirate. Great question, man. You're having fishing without us. It's true. If you can, go to the YT and give a thumbs up. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that actually is great, Swazo. I don't recognize you without all the sunscreen on. Thankfully, I didn't get a chance to bring as much sunscreen, so I've been finding more and more shade than hanging out in the sun. But like this, we got to figure out how to move this thing. I have no idea how that's gonna work. Cooking, cleaning fish, man, you wouldn't believe it, man. I can tell you right now, I didn't get enough fishing gear for the kids that live here, because yesterday, every single one of those kids needed a hook, or like, so yesterday I donated one of Cast Daddy's lures. That just got, I don't know, went home with somebody. And then like the nylon, they call it nylon, but it's basically monofilament. The monofilament line, everybody needs new monofilament line, hooks, weights, sinkers, all that kind of stuff. That's where we're really gonna help folks. How are the bugs? Not bad, man. Bugs aren't bad as long as you're in the wind. If you get into a wind shadow, man, they love them some Captain Erik blood. It's true. But there's enough wind, except for overnight. Every now and again overnight and right bright early in the morning, and it hasn't been raining. There's not a lot of rain around right now, so the bugs have been relatively low. There's no sand spurs like there are in Florida. Definitely mosquitoes. We've definitely been lit up by the mosquitoes a few times. Yeah, hell yeah, we're helping to meet the requirements. Title tactics, that's what I'm talking about, man. Whoa, user Rush, thank you. Ed Rush, thank you so much, bro. That's what I'm talking about, thank you. Yes, thanks. Stuff still in Florida. Yes, it's sitting in a container in Florida right now. MCs are great. My daughter is making friends with all the locals. So yesterday, I'll tell you a little story. We were out on the fishing pier, and my daughter was walking barefoot pretty much everywhere. It's really dangerous because you think there's broken glass everywhere here on the pavement and stuff. Long story longer. She's walking and she's like, ow, ow, it hurts. This little boy comes running over, kicks off his shoes and lets her wear his shoes so we could walk out on the pier. I mean, it's just friendly folks. Real friendly folks, as a matter of fact. Really happy, man. Ed Rush, thank you so much, man. It's cool, man. He's a little 5-year-old boy, and mini MC's, 4.5 now, and they're like standing outside the gate waiting for her to wake up, like, hey, can you come play? It's pretty neat. It's actually really neat. The whole area is. Be grateful for what you got, Wilson, because, man, people live poor here, no doubt, man. Be careful. I'm sure healthcare isn't the best. No, man. As a matter of fact, that's one of the biggest warnings we get is don't take unnecessary risks, because if you do get hurt, there's no just running down to the ER to get stitched up. There's like keeping it from going septic while you wait for a ferry that comes 3 days a week. Piss Pirate, thank you, bro. Paper Crane, thank you, Piss Pirate. How long are you there for? I don't know. For now. Do you feel safe allowing her out alone? I know one of you has thanked twice. Yeah, Justin Myers, it's way different here. So the whole island has 271 people who live here full time. That's it. 271 people who live here full time. And everybody is somebody's nephew or cousin or brother or somebody. Like, it's so interesting how well connected the island is. That's what I'm saying. You don't want nothing to happen alone. I'm saying no. I mean, the biggest thing that can happen right now is if you fuck up and run downhill. Like, and because I don't know, like you've seen like in the States, I think the biggest grade that's allowed is like a 6% grade. I don't know what it is, but we're talking 12, 11, 14, 15% grade. It is so steep. The cars have to rev up at the bottom to get up over the hill. There's no stopping. So if you're walking the road, you got to get out of the way of the cars because they can't stop. And everything's like a little like Suzuki. You know, there's no big Ford trucks or any of that shit here. They're all those weird small little Japanese flatbeds. It's really interesting, man. What are their prices for goods on the island? Very inflated, extremely expensive, man. You have to factor in all the costs of getting it here, plus the cost of moving it up the hill. It's very expensive. Most people will go to St. Vincent or Union Island to get, you know, big runs of stuff. No, it's worse than San Francisco streets, Danny. I've been to those streets. Oh man, Kirch. And one of the craziest things is just like being able to solve technical problems. There's no running down to the Home Depot. There's no going down to the local Radio Shack. Radio Shack isn't in business anymore. Come on. There's none of that, man. There's just like you got to think a little. Like, so for instance, like, see this thing over here, this boat. Like nobody's got a plan for it. So what are they doing? They're selling bits of it. They're just like dismantling it bit by bit by bit. And then it's going to end up just a concrete hull sitting there until, I mean, the mast has been stripped off it, everything, just, you know. And yeah, they don't have no resources, no, but what they do have is sand, sun, wind, absolute stunning water, and a place that people want to come and vacation. People want to come and experience this. But the little village, I'll do an in-depth video on the village. If you haven't seen my last couple of videos in my profile, please check them out because you get a little clearer image of what the village actually looks like right now. It's for now, Title Tactics. That's where we're living for now. That's it, Colorado. Colorado numismatist. What the hell? Numismatist? What? How does that? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, hell yeah. Captain is Myro currently. That's right, man. Please hit that follow button. If you haven't hit that follow button, follow along because this adventure is only getting grander and more cool. Look at you, 62,000 likes on the TikTok right now. Thank you so much. There's rich Americans with checkbooks that want that sun and sand. Yeah, and they get here. So like one of the big controversies right now is there is a cruise line. I think it's a Club Med cruise line or something like that that goes out. And it's around this corner, so you can't really see it right now, but they go out and instead, like all these homies, see all these like sailboats, they come, they anchor, they pay for mooring on an anchor ball, and then they spread the wealth throughout the local economy, whether it's buying water, because you have to buy bottled water. There's no, you either got to drink boiled rainwater, which is still a little sketchy, or you buy bottled water just to make sure you don't pee out of your butt for a few days or weeks or whatever. But these guys will all show up and patronize the locals, like Richard at the last bar here. See homie back there? Yeah, man, there he is. They'll come and they'll patronize these bars that are sitting on the sand. And like, so Richard, he owns this bar and he's got this wonderful lobster fish dinner kind of thing that he sets up. And so they'll come off their boats and they'll patronize the bars, buy beers and cocktails, shit like that. But then this asshole, this big ass boat out here, they're ferrying people over with all their own goods and setting up on the other side and not supporting a local economy. So that's kind of one of those things where it's like, wait a minute. If you're gonna come and experience the island, you gotta leave some dollars on the island. You know what I'm talking about? Just I think it's a big Club Med corporate boat or whatever. I don't know how I got on this subject, but that's how it works, man. Same as most places outside. Is the water typical Caribbean blue? Oh yeah, shit. I've never seen water so clear. I'm talking about like 60 feet of visibility, crystal clear visibility, straight to the bottom. You can see your lure drop all the way down to the bottom. You can see it, you can make it out. It's really neat, man. Lots of moms and dads around, you know that. You know it's true, man. Ed Rush again coming in with those hundreds. Thank you, Ed. It is clearly. Leaders, thank you for being here, man. If you haven't done so, please get your heart me in. And TAC team, I need to see this number get over 100,000 likes right now, man. How far is the DR? Dominican Republic? I don't know. It's got to be what, like 800 nautical, something like that? Maybe less? 800 nautical, something less, maybe? I'm not 100% sure, actually, how far that away is. Why did you move there? I haven't moved here. I'm just visiting. Came down to help some friends with a project to rebuild a lot of stuff that got ruined during Hurricane Beryl. Hurricane Beryl hit this little island not as a big storm surge, kind of like it did in Florida, where I was living, but it hit with wind and from listening to the locals of how that wind actually affected everybody, it didn't come from one direction. This is what blew my mind about how the wind worked here. It blew almost every single roof off. If you saw my latest post in the Disky, if you haven't joined the Discord, please go up and join that Discord. If you haven't seen that, it blew almost every single roof off in the village. Only a few roofs were spared. I'm talking 98% of those roofs, and some of them are still missing. And they're just like got little makeshift shacks and roofs trying to figure out how to live. Well, the really interesting part is the wind acted like a typhoon or a tornado. It came from every single direction here. It didn't just keep coming out of one direction and things flew off. It just bounced between Union Island and Myro, that storm, and the wind just absolutely obliterated things here. How are the MCs doing? Are they enjoying themselves? My wife and daughter are adjusting, and of course, you know my daughter, she's never met a stranger, like ever. Ed, thank you, bro. Ed, thank you, mate. That's what I'm talking about, man. Thank you. And she's never met a stranger, so she's having a ball. She's like, this is my new friend. This is my new friend. So Sava, how you doing? No, not on vacation. Not on vacation. We came here with a purpose, but we're all, I guess, in limbo or in island time right now, waiting for the shipping container full of goods to show up, man. How far is Barbados? I don't know those questions, but if you bring it up on a map, you're going to look at St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We're down here on Myro. Tidal Tactics, bro. Thank you. Ah, man, that's what I'm talking about with the chase of the dream. I had grand plans to set up this tripod that I'm streaming from right now with my mobile Starlink and all that stuff and go fishing, you know, out past the no fishing areas and, you know, just experience the whole thing, catch some food, bring it to shore. But yesterday when we were fishing out on the pier, I was sabiki, man. The sabiki changed these kids' lives yesterday. I can't wait to get a few more sabikis because we went through 2 of them yesterday and we only have half of one left. We did it all that one day. Log story logger of sabiki. I mean, everything we caught, dude. They were like, yes, we're gonna take that. We're gonna eat that. We're gonna these little, and they do. They go from the fishing pier over to the beach in this little area they got set up. They find some wood, make some charcoal, and grill it up and start eating it right there. These kids were the best, man. We're the best. So every single thing I sabiki'd up, I gave it to them, and they're like, no, we're gonna use this one for bait. No, we're gonna eat that one. That's right, Green Eye Jen. You got it, mate. Oh, they're good. They're good. Oh, Linda. Oh, does this still work? Does that still work? I think it does. Thank you, Linda. No, it was cool. It was cool. And so then I went back a little bit later, and there's a couple of kids that are like, Captain Erik, I'm your fan. I'm your fan on YouTube now. It's cool. It is cool. Yeah, Justin, there is definitely regulations. Definitely regulations. Nothing like there is in the States, though. Nothing like there is in the States. That's right. Yeah, man. Oh my gosh, Swazo, you just joined as a member, bro. Thank you, Swazo. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. But nothing like there are in the States, that's for sure. Hey, Flower Power, thank you for the Katarina. What is that, Katarina? What is that? Haven't seen that one. Thank you. What's the weather like versus the States? Paradise. So it's probably, I don't know what it is in Florida right now. What is it in Tampa Bay right now? Happy poop. There it is. Swazo, thanks, pal. Almost didn't know who you are without the bandana, Thomas. That's what I'm talking about. These are my Meet the Requirements hats. I probably should have inverted it. This stands for Meet Requirements. That's our motto. That's what we do here. Licensing only if you're gonna commercial stuff. You don't have to have like a. It's really interesting, but yes, there are regulations here. There's like a guy in an office. He runs all the fishing here. Yeah, Thomas, check it out, man. Link in the bio. You can grab those, man. They did. Kirch, what are you yelling about? How did Discovery play a part in this trip then? Nothing. These are completely separated. Discovery Channel and this trip. 67, light rain north of Tampa. Yeah, we don't have any of that. Can we support locals by buying their jewelry? Yeah, probably. But exporting it is different. I gotta figure out all that stuff. Because there is stuff here, but I have no idea how to even think about exporting it. Because there's excise tax, there's tariff tax in for like all of my, that's why one of the, Flower Power, thank you for the Katarina, baby. No commercial. You're just feeding people for free, Captain. Yeah, no, it's not like that though. Um, there are real interesting rules and regulations about it. I got to learn a bit more before I speak about them. How long you there for? Months, months. What are the chances that we buy stuff and hold it until you get home, then ship? Justin Myers, I'm gonna look at putting some way that we can set a shipping. Because if we could do one thing here while we're waiting for the equipment to get here to actually do this building, is to get these kids some fishing equipment. I think that'd be really cool, man. They give you a solid window? No, no, there is no solid window on that right now. Yeah, people do have gardens. People have gardens. There's fruit growing around. Pigeon peas are a real big thing. They pretty much grow all over the place here, and that's totally cool. But we need to figure out how to get some fishing gear here, because like when I went to the fishing shop in St. Vincent, I spent 300 US, which was like 800 EC, Eastern Caribbean dollars. So there's the currency exchange here is for every $1 US, it gets you about 2.67 EC. And most places take US dollars here, but most people also just want those ECs. Long story longer, the one fishing shop that was there, I mean, they were very limited in the things that they had, and naturally, because, you know, it's not made in St. Vincent, it was expensive, no doubt, man. And how do you do money exchange? You got to go to the bank, Justin Myers. You have to go to the bank. But we need to actually get the physical goods here. That's what we're going to work on. What time is it here? I think we're an hour ahead of Florida. It's 1:18 p.m. here. That's, yeah. Because I learned a lot fishing with the locals yesterday. I learned a lot about them and just like how they work, what they're doing, and how we can help even more. Hey, thank you guys for getting your heart me's in. Please get your heart me's. I'm so excited and appreciate this trip and change of fish scenery for season 5. Great times await. Yeah, we just have to be patient because everything runs a little bit slower here, like everything, you know. The ferry comes maybe is it 2 times a day? I don't even think it comes twice a day. I think it comes once a day. And so we just nothing's like get it now, hurry, fast internet, all that stuff like it is in the States. Everything's just a little bit slower, a little more laid back, a little more thoughtful. So like that, Sarah, there's an elementary school. Oh, and Anton's dad, he just built him a soccer, like 2 soccer goals, so they can kick a soccer ball back and forth, which is really cool. They're so excited about that. But then the middle school, high schoolers, they actually jump the ferry every day and get shipped over to Union Island. That's where their school is for the bigger kids. Name of the island? Yeah, that's it. Green Eye Jen. Thank you, Green Eye Jen, for answering those questions. It's really important. If you haven't seen yet, go to the last video pinned on my profile, plus the few videos that I've posted about Myro in general. That's pretty neat. Yeah, it is pretty neat. I don't know, man. It's different. Everything's different here. Thankfully, I'm really thankful that my daughter's getting this perspective of just being different. Like things are different because I didn't even realize it, but she has that American need it now, got it now, can be solved right now attitude. She's only 4.5. Well, when we get here, like everything just takes a little bit more time. You have to be a little bit more thoughtful, even just from like the use of water or getting fresh water. It's all just different, man. And it's good, man. Hey, Ranger GTLO, I'm alive, baby. I am, bro. Good to see you in the chat today, mate. She's American. She is, man. Make her feel different at such a young age. Yeah, I hope so. Have you started Island Fund to give contributions to the island people in their community? Corey J, I think the best way we can do that is through... I want to help the kids, man. I want to help the local kids. You should see this tight little knit community. As soon as I get my mobile Starlink, I'm a big fan of, like, kids aren't content, but we have to tell their story. We have to just at least tell their story of how they're doing it here. You're going to love it, man. I'm inspired. Been away for a few days, but speaking of different, where'd the beard go? You got it trimmed up, man. Got it trimmed up. I wanted to make it through security without getting anybody's attention. Yeah. I love they have soccer goals. Yeah. No. So Anton's dad did that. It just got installed day before yesterday, as a matter of fact. And it's cool because their elementary school is at the very top of the hill. Very top of the hill. They can see 360 all the way around here. I'm just gonna have to do more short form content to show you some of these things. What's the temp here?